Hello world, welcome to the 10th video in my hand dug Minecraft video series where I'm just digging underground with a efficiency 5 pickaxe and a haste 2 beacon. So like we've done in all of our videos, we'll start off with some overworld progress. Please make sure you watch the previous video because we'll just start off from there, and then we'll go check out the main bulk of the progress, which is underground. So here we go. So we did more work here, kind of extending out this garden a little bit and added another tree. So I want these to be little tiny manicured trees compared to the large forest I'm building with the longer trees here. So I haven't done too much work on the inside here. I did make this giant entertainment center, and that's really about it, all the progress in here. And then as we go out to our road, I did change something, and that is I made it a little wider by adding these rows of pumpkins covered with gray wool here, gray wool carpets. And what that does is it comes up here and it's pretty good at melting the snow. So I'm gonna put some string, and then when we make our next, the next thing we're gonna build is a log cabin. So that will go here, and then we'll make the road go into the mountains. And that's really the only changes we've done here. This is the beach. If you haven't watched my previous videos, I'm making like a coastal highway, and that's pretty much the only progress I've made in the overworld. I did finish this. I'm not sure how I like it about it yet, but I want to make this nice cool walkway. I want to make this forest really dense, and so I'm still working on that. And then right here, just make a cool little walkway up into like this secret garden area here, and then I'm gonna make it a cool little garden area and then have the overgrown trees growing over this area. So that's about it for the overworld. Like I said, I'm gonna make this whole forest very dense, add a lot of trees and bushes, and I want to start adding like rock structures as well. That's what this is, my attempt at a rock structure. So add that all the way around this. Yeah, so let's look at the big progress we made, but before we do the big grand reveal, let's check out some progress videos. All right, so this is our first update as we get to 500,000 deep slate. Surprisingly, stair-stepping this part all the way down and even digging into there to bedrock was not 25,000 deep slate like I thought. And so we are actually just at 421.5k. So I was a little bit surprised. I thought that was going to get us to over 425k, but there's a huge chunk right here that was a cave that I just skipped over because, you know, I didn't have to stair step that. And so now, like I mentioned in the previous video, I am going to start working on this part right here and exposing more of the floor. So I'm really excited to see what the next almost 80k is going to bring, and we'll do another update at the 450k deep slate mark. So let me get back to mining. All right, we are on our first major update on our road to 500,000 deep slate. So we have just crossed the 426,000 deep slate mark, and we just cleared that one. And I was going to start down here, but I noticed that I did not clear this big chunk. If you remember, there was more of the chunk on this side right here. And so with quite a bit of glass, I outlined the river as it goes down, and this is the edge of that beacon right there. So this is where I'm starting now, and we've already exposed 2 layers right there at the bottom, towards bedrock, and we'll keep working down, and I will update you at 450,000. Here we go. All right, so we just hit 450,000 deepslate on our way to 500,000 deepslate. So another 25,000 hand mined, and let's check out what that progress looks like. So it's gotten us pretty deep into this area right here. If you remember, we started about right here, and then down here is even more dramatic. And so I'm making more progress in clearing this area, but not as much progress in the actual deep slate count to make the next video. And that's primarily because there's a huge cave system right in here, and that's a big chunk of this area that I'm mining as well. So I get to the bottom down here pretty quickly because a huge chunk of this deep slate doesn't even exist. But I'm starting to get into that area again where the cave picks up, so I should be able to make more progress. So the next 50 or the next 25,000, not sure. I'm not good at guessing where it'll get us, but pretty excited when we do the deep slate updates because it just exposes more of the area, the two beacons that we're trying to expose. So let me get back to mining and I'll come back at 475k. All right, we are at 475,000 deep slate, another 25,000 hand mined with the beacon on our way to 500,000. And let's check out the progress. This may surprise you, but it was just a bunch of mining. So now we are well into this area here as we dig into it. As soon as I get to this area, then I'm gonna go back and forth like this until they're equal, so they both kind of descend downwards as well. And don't know if that will probably add more time, but I want this to get dug out equally on these sides until we're back to no space in the middle for this area here. And then as we look at the progress over here, you can see it's a very large progress here. And that's about it. Just another 25,000 before we get to 500,000 deep slate, which is pretty exciting. And so the next update will not actually be the release of the video. It will be when I get to 500,000 and then show you how much exposed bedrock there is, or near bedrock. And then we'll cover it all in black concrete and black glass. And it should be nice and dark in this whole area. So anyways, back to mining. All right, as you saw, we just mined our 500,000th deep slate, and let's take a look at what it looks now. So as you can see, we buried really far into this mountain right here. And so this is a lot more progress than a normal 100,000th video because there was such a huge cave system. You can see the other half of it here. So that got us pretty far into it. The two beacons that I have are not lined up per se. And so I think around here, when you can see that bulge right there, that is where the other beacon is not lined up, but we still mined all the way over here. So now our bubble column is all the way free. So I need to get the back side of this in the black concrete. And then we have two stairways starting here for the rest of this right here. And I did dig all the way here, but this still isn't all the way towards the edge of the beacon. So I need to get these two beacons aligned to their edges. But as you can see, pretty far up there as well. So we didn't have to attack that other side yet. And so this is what it currently looks like that. And so now I'm going to fill this all in with the rest of the black concrete and black glass. And for the final reveal would be the issuing or the release of the video. So let's go towards the black concrete and black grass. Making concrete. Making glass. AFK at my squid farm. Alright, so I finished all the concrete and glass. That took a long time. So I do have this little concrete maker here. So you just put all the concrete except for one block, and then you put it in your other hand and you just hold the right and left mouse buttons and it does it pretty quickly. But yeah, so let's check out what it looks here. So you saw that, you saw all the progress that it made into here. So as we march towards 700,000 stone, we'll start right here and just bring this down. Depending what's behind here, I don't know if this will be 100,000 stone or not, but if for some reason it is, and we're gonna start tackling that area, and that's the other side of the beacon right there. So let's check out what it looks like now. And there you go. All the way to right there, it's all black concrete and black glass. And so the lights poke out here, but we're gonna fix that soon once we're done digging it. And let's see what it looks like here. So this is what it looks like from here. I just love the blackness, the total blackness with the black glass, so nothing spawns. And I did some of this water bubble column in black concrete. And so once that's done more, it'll kind of fade into the nothingness. And so these lights poke out. So what we'll do is put some walls here like we did here. Now the difference with this is the lava is so bright that it reflects underneath the glass. So I may need to put black concrete over here. I'm not sure yet. Yep, so that's pretty exciting. So the next video will be us working on 700,000 stone. And then after that, go back to deepslate until both beacons are completely mined out. And then we'll keep digging from there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this series. Please like this video and leave a comment if you do. And thanks for watching. Goodbye, world.